10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Virtus.Pro's turn to pick. Radiant team pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
The sack.
Virtus.Pro's turn to pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Death Prophet.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Virtus.Pro's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Virtus.Pro's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Virtus.Pro's turn to pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Night Stalker.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Virtus.Pro's turn to pick.
Lena.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team banned.
Disruptor!
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Virtus.Pro's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Virtus.Pro's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Sound Warlord.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. You may now select your heroes. Ten seconds remaining.
You know, Grant, I was telling our production, why do we even bother casting this match? No one's going to watch it. Virtus.Pro versus NaVi, but here we are. Okay, casting some Dota, I guess. So, no, super hyped for this one, of course. We got a game one in our hands, Grant. Let's go, baby.
I'm excited, too. NaVi, I mean, they got the draft. They got the stuns, right? Now just get farm on Crystallize on CK, like they said, and you have a more reactive, like, lineup from VP. It's going to be interesting to see. I just always like watching a good Wisp player. Yeah. Good IO player.
Oh, I'm with you there, and Kyle even suggesting, you know, he thinks right now Wisp is arguably the strongest hero in the game, frankly, especially in that first pick spot. So,
if that was true. Yeah, if that was true, it'd get banned every game, and Kyle would still be on a team, but, you know, here we are. Still a very good hero. It is a great hero.
It definitely is. All right, here we go. Game number one of this series, and again, it's... Personally, I'm very thankful that NaVi also did look great yesterday going into this series too, because, you know, let's be honest, if they have an elusive secret as well, then we might have a different approach here. But they show that they can definitely play very well together. But I also like what the panel was talking. We were kind of discussing ourselves as well, this idea that Virtus.Pro so far, they've been clearly having some fun. They've had a couple of 3-game series. This one, though, I think they're here to win, no doubt.
Oh my. Well, this Lesh might be in a little bit of a pick. He's even taunting to his death.
Yeah. Whirling Axis hits, and General realizes very quickly what the hell's going on. So, just a matter of, well, I mean, he's getting over there fast. He's a fast hero, isn't he? Whirling Axis not enough. The Cryptor misses, and General will survive. Wow. He actually escapes.
Nice play. The little thing Vishu is up, gets hit by the axes, just gets out of there, and man, that was close. The good luck, have fun comes out after. I always appreciate that, and we've seen it a few times.
It would have been better if they actually got the first blood.
That was, we've seen that before in NA Dota, so, well, they're good luck, have fun, but still, I mean, just a hype match. And I just love seeing NaVi with these very hyper-aggressive drafts. You know, I love when they get Tinker because they played so aggressively here. You just have so many stuns. And when you have this many stuns, you're bound to get kills. And, you know, kills turn into farm, farm turns into Roche, Roche turns into wins. I think they have a very good draft, like Kyle and God said.
Crowd control is a very effective thing to have, and you are right. Literally every single hero on this side, even Doom, of course, depending on the creep that he has some kind of stun that they bring to the table. So the Chaos Enhance Crystallize, again, a very comfortable player hero combo. How about this, though? Lil, he's setting up in the middle lane on his Doom. We've seen it before in this event against Secret, actually. But a very good Doom.
I love this. Both teams know each other so well. The chicken goes the long way, brings it in, but it might go back the short way.
Oh, boy. Yeah, just as we're complimenting that, Io's like, gotcha. 1, 2. Oh, he couldn't get the second one off.
That was odd. It looked like he was going to attack and cancel it, but maybe not. I don't know. That just looks strange, and that hurts him now because their middle lane is going to get super dominated by this Doom until Wisp gets a little more HP and goes back there to help him. But bottom lane, not much Posh can do here solo except spam Void to farm some creeps.
So talking about, yeah, offlane heroes for either side, not your typical. We've seen a little bit more of this Night Stalker getting in the hands of Pasha in the offlane, but Leshrac in the offlane being played by General here over, say, the Doom instead.
Yeah, it's... I used to hate Night Stalker in that role. It's like he's just so much better in the 4 role, but now you see it, you get those early levels, even those early phase boots possibly earn, and at that second nighttime usually you just roam around and you make so much happen.
Dendi middle lane on that Lena. Going up against a Death Prophet IO, that's got to be pretty frustrating. Of course, constant regen coming in, and Roger there, tethered up. Bottom lane, Pasha's in trouble. Would be first blood if he goes down, but not going to be the case. Has a triple mango even, so plenty of regen and that stout shield. He survives.
But you see already, top lane, it looks like they're setting up for bounty runes right now. We're almost at the 2-minute mark with Pasha.
They're going in this time. It should be. Yeah, the burn is enough. LeBron Dota gets credit for that first blood in the end. 344 gold going his way.
That was just a nice play. You just eat the mango up on Crystallize. He didn't expect it. Tries to go into the trees, but it's enough damage even with the 1-second stun instead of 2.
How do you expect to see Leshrac build this game? Are we going to see something like that Bloodstone even? Or, I mean, maybe the Yules, right?
I think Yules might be a little bit better. You get that up on him and your DP, and you're in a safe spot, right? They go on you, you buy time till your team can react, and you have Ice Path, Lesh Stun, all that, but... Look at this, they're just going to run at Ramses.
Ramses definitely did not see the Doom coming in, or maybe they do have a ward over there, actually, but here comes Io TPing. The orbs are out. General having to stand his ground, throws a split earth, only hit Troll. Io still moving, and will finish him off with the auto attack. So now Solo's here. Guessing he doesn't have glimpse, excuse me, but will not matter right there. Easy kill.
That's it, right? Aggressive versus reactive, and you see him aggressively go on him, and then boom, Io TPs immediately, and they get an easy double kill.
Io goes without saying, really. Of course, when it comes to supports especially, one of the better counter initiation heroes, you know, saving teammates and turning the tide of the fight. Of course, things like Omni Knight, Dazzle, etc. come to mind. Pasha, he's going to be pulled one way, and he decides, all right, it's best to walk this way. The breadth is out, though.
It has a mango, but they wouldn't secure the kill with level 1 stun, so he doesn't waste it. Waits until his reality rifts up again, and then you mango stun, and you're probably going to get a kill next time.
What do you think, Lil, by the way, taking devouring the Satyr as far as this creepy? This is kind of a roaming Doom. Is that the best one to be taking, you think?
Still decent, because if you are going to sit in the lane, which he might possibly do top now because the IO's up here, you just, you know, you have the regen, you just harass with Infernal Blade, and you're just going to sit in lane. And the damage, of course, is big from the Hadouken.
Oh, it is. Hadouken, aka Shockwave.
Like, not much, like, what, Troll's not really going to do much, right? Like, you're not going to net and go for these kills against an IO. It just feels a little bit better to stay in lane.
Well, you'd have a Leshrac, to be fair, with that split earth, and, of course, having a setup stun of sorts is pretty impactful, so.
It is. Like, at higher levels, I think Troll is going to be really good when you start roaming around to, like, the 5 to the 7-minute mark.
Finds him right there, just Infernal Blades up the Disruptor, and that's it. Of course, 4-minute bounty respawning, but perhaps more importantly, it is nighttime now, and so Night Stalker, Pasha, he's level 3. He's going to pick up a couple of bounty runes, actually, in the Brawn. Well, Pasha's just actually going to fly away for now, so not looking to make a play just yet.
Yeah, he would have been dead 100% if he get the reality rift off there. So nice play, just flying over, stealing both bounty runes, and hey, it's like you just got a full creep wave, 200 gold.
Would you expect to see Pasha moving, though? I mean, for now, he is sitting in the lane. As I say that, they're actually going on him.
You just don't want to move. If you're the offlane Night Stalker, you want to wait till second nighttime when you do have the phase boots, possibly the urn as well. You just don't do anything in the first nighttime as an offlane Night Stalker, really.
We'll see that here from Pasha. Io, he was TPing in just in case, but as we saw, wasn't necessary, so decides to cancel it. Stays at the middle lane currently, as we're approaching now 5 minutes in, so the shrine's going to be accessible. We'll see if that comes into play. General, glimpse back, he got the split earth off, but doesn't matter. Ramses will finish the job, and we saw them try to gank him earlier. It ended up turning, and now another kill. Ramses, he's quickly getting out of hand on that troll.
Yeah, he's going to be extremely scary. It's not like Dendi is winning middle either, so you're losing your safe lane as well as your middle lane. You're winning the CK lane for the most part, 28-10 against his 9-2, but he is getting those bounty runes, which is important in these lanes.
Oh yeah, that's all you can really ask for in this offlane Night Stalker, who isn't a 1 versus 2 lane, of course, as Leshek, or not Leshek, but Jakiro's been down there.
Yeah.
Supporting the CK.
Oh, Doom, look at he's a little confused where he wants to go too. He's like, I can't really do much bottom and middle lane. That's the problem with Doom. At level 1, sure you can run up and hit people, but at these lower levels or the past level 1, you can't really run up and hit someone. You'll just get Spirit Siphon and TB'd on. So it feels a little bit bad for the Doom right now.
Love this right here. Pasha, he's contesting this pull from LeBron, and he's getting most of the last hits from what I can tell.
Oh, he's getting like all of them, yeah.
That's plenty of farm going his way. He even hits level 5 in the process. Crystallize runs over, but again, Pasha's smart enough to realize it's not worth it. He doesn't even go for the bounty rune. It's just not worth the possible death.
Yeah, we saw he would have gotten it, but like you said, he doesn't know if the CK's still running over there, so smart play not to. And look at this. IO Disruptor, you're obviously going to get the kill if you somehow hold him down because he's already half HP, and they're just going to run through. Hello.
Orbs, they start flying out. Kinetic Field, the Glimpse will bring him in, but Roger, the Orbs, he has to resummon them. Didn't go for the turn kill on IO. He does fall. Roger taking the tower damage, but I believe it's going to be enough to get away unless LeBron Dota can do something about that. Liquid Fire attaches, but still not enough damage, so he's fine. Ramsey's top lane, not so fine though. In fact, General will finish him off with that lightning.
Nice play. Right when you see them initiate on middle, you know nobody else is going to be top, and you can just straight up run at him. And as long as you get that Infernal Blade, you're most likely going to hit the Split Earth, and you're in for an easy kill.
It's been interesting to me seeing these Leshreks here, and both support and even in the core role. The idea of Edict isn't really leveled up until later. We do see especially the Lightning Storm maxed out first.
You need the burst damage and to clear waves, right? The whole shoving waves thing, you don't really do that. Edict's good at pushing towers, but not as, I mean, creeps hitting the tower are just as good early game if you're shoving waves and getting all the creep kills.
Yeah. We see that here from General, again in the offlane Leshrek. Lil. On Doom, him and LeBron moving towards that middle lane with the smoke. Gonna see if they can wrap around on Death Prophet. No one's level 7. Not the most mana to work with right now. Not exactly, probably has at least 1 manga though, and doesn't even a wand. He's going out the crest right. He does not realize that they're coming to the flank. Pasha was going over the Kona Lita, but Death Prophet's also in trouble. Roger tethers on up. Dendi will survive, and now the turn is here for NaVi. In fact, Laguna Blade used Crystallize, pulled in the Death Prophet with that Reality Rift, and the stun on Roger. He has another tether up in 2 seconds. The Ice Bat does not connect against the Night Stalker. Yes, he can. Great positioning from Roger to actually stay alive right there, but they do lose their core in the end.
Yeah, they do. Lagoon is down though, so a little less pressure on middle, but still a good kill. 4-man rotation, but you save Dendi and you get him the kill, so he gets the gold, but
whoa, they're still going. Pasha is going to be found, actually. LeBron credit for the kill and simply going up there for the 8-minute bounty rune.
And Kyle was talking about how VP has pretty much outwarded all their opponents. You see that ward on the upper hill. They just saw Pasha's just going to sit there with half HP, go for a rune. They're just going to kill him because they have that ward there. So nice job by NaVi, and Ramses does get a kill on General. That's what this is feeling like. You see one lane, one team gets a kill, but they commit 3 people, so they know in the other lane there's less people, and they just commit over there.
That's a good point. Yeah, using information basically to make the best, most efficient play is what that comes down to. You saw right there, Lena destroying the double damage rune as Death Prophet was heading over to pick it up. So good heads up there from Dendi. Take that away. Ramses on that troll is having a great start. You look at the hero levels, even at 12. I was going to ask, Battle Fury, pretty obvious here, and sure enough, has it queued up.
Yeah, we always see that, and he's always left alone for the most part. You know, he gets ganked a little bit, but once it comes in, that probably makes a lot of space for him. You see already he's taking up this gank. Will he survive is the question.
Gonna say, where's Isle with the Spirit Siphon? It's gonna be enough to survive for now. No one will actually live that overcharge, the double siphon, the tether. He manages to stay alive. That is ridiculous. Lil gonna be glimpsed back in. Solo traps him in with a kinetic field, and they will finish him off.
Look at that. 3 versus 1 gank. Gets 2 Spirit Siphons off before IO can TP in. IO comes in last second, saves him, and then Solo with the reactive play. I just love VP plays so well. Just
they do.
Reactively, too.
Again, their teamwork, one of the bigger reasons why they're arguably the top team right now. As they say that, though, General just simply runs at Ramsey's up there at the top lane and ends up being an easy kill for him. That Pulse Nova even leveled up now.
You heard Cap talk about it. You get a Last Strike and you just run at people. Once you hit level 6, he was level 7, he just runs at him, hits him with lightning twice, and it's an easy kill. What Control do to get away? The IO, like
he's relying on his teammates.
Yeah, exactly, and you see that because he knows the IO TP middle, can't TP top.
Yeah, very efficient play coming out on both sides. Goes without saying, Crystallize. He is working on the armlet, just about finished on that Chaos Knight. As you see at the bottom lane there, Night Stalker. He's hunting around. So that second nighttime, of course, the 12-minute mark is when that's going to kick in, and that's where you expect to see Pasha start making some plays.
So we saw him rotate middle once already. They didn't get the kill, but now you have some items. You're going to be able to destroy Dendi. You'll have a point in the silence as well now, so a lot easier to gank.
That Yules is being worked on, though. Still a bit, and very likely not going to have it for at least the first couple of minutes of that nighttime. We'll keep an eye on that. Troll. Again, the Battle Fury progress. He has died a couple of times, so we still managed to be top farm. Bottom lane up. Pasha pops the darkness, but he goes down right after General with the rotation. That Disco Pony doing work.
God, I love this. Is very Dota 1-esque where you just get as many stuns as you can and you just take over this early and mid game. And what can you do? I mean, if you're perma-stunned, you actually can't do anything. You see on VP's side, right, what stuns do they have? They actually have 0 stuns, or you have a Void for slow, and then you have a Troll Bash. Those are your best stuns, so they're just getting run at in the early game.
So, naturally, an item that's pretty good against stuns usually is that BKB. Is this something, of course, Troll, as actually IO is going to be picked off here. What about Death Prophet, though? Does she go for that, or maybe the Aeon Disc instead?
Yeah, you're probably going to get both in this game. I think you still just go for the Yules, and it could be a second item BKB. We've seen it in the past.
LeBron throws down the nice path as he runs. He'll be fine. Trying to keep them away from running after them. Of course, they do get a deny up on Virtus.Pro's side. Pasha's hunting. It's not nighttime yet, though. Still 15 more seconds, so I'm guessing Jakiro's fine. He's good.
And now you see the power of why a lot of people consider this Lesh first ban, first pick material. He just goes up top, has a little bit rough, like 2 minutes, but then once you get that level 3, even 4 Lightning Storm and Pulse Nova, you just run at people. And what can they do?
Seen it a couple times already. General knows that. he's making the best use of that. And here we go, though. Nighttime. The second one, as you're stressing, Pasha moving with the team currently towards that top lane. They're running a far distance here.
Yeah, they are.
All the way to the top lane, and will it pay off is the question. You do have Doom and Chaos Knight up here.
And this is the problem, right? Because middle lane was pushed into their tower, and nobody's defending it on VP. So you're like, well, where are they exactly? And they ran all the way from bottom to mid to halfway to top, and like, well, this is just a failed attempt.
No one's showing up.
And can we even kill the CK? He is so farmed right now.
Yeah, you could also think that they figure. Look at that vision, by the way, on the left side of the map from Virtus.Pro. They have 3 wards over there, 2 in the jungle, 1 on that lane up at that spot. So
they see if anyone's between middle or top, they will know. But we'll see if they get the tower. Will Dendi be able to deny it? Oh,
running in, Pasha, silence, glimpse. No, I thought I saw for a second.
No, IO and DP actually TP down bottom and just got a free kill. But now it might be a pickle for the middle.
Yeah, they know that. Of course, General going down, but LeBron misses the ice path initially. They will kill the IO, however, as he comes flying back in. So they do kill the Leshrac. All they lose is the IO, so technically a favor there for Virtus.Pro.
Yeah, not too bad, but now you're going to lose a lot, and that's why I love this 5 position. You compare like Disruptor to Jakiro. Who's going to be able to push towers? You have a position 5 Jakiro who can just do that the whole time. He can go solo push towers if he wants, or push with the team. It just feels a lot more aggressive.
Yeah, it goes definitely a very, very effective hero.
Nice deny.
Nice deny from Death Prophet. We saw the bottom tower also denied by Virtus.Pro, so taking away a little bit of farm from that of NaVi.
That's a lot. That's a lot of team goal. It adds up, especially 2 of them.
Night Stalker, drums he's working on. Doom, the same thing. Also has a medallion, though, to work with here. Lil actually has a Centaur currently devoured on top of that. IO again is picked off back-to-back times. That Phantasm Army, no one though. The Siphon's up on Dendi. Gonna be goes back into the static storm, but he just simply TPs. They can't stop that. No one's melting to the Macropyre, as well as Crystallized Reality Rift pulling in those illusions. Solo's gonna happen to try to TP out, and it looks like he'll be fine himself, but he lost his Death Prophet teammate in the IO before that.
When in doubt, just stuns. You see that they're just perma-stunning enemies 1 by 1, and the VP doesn't really know how to react to this. They're just kind of dying 1 by 1 as well.
Well, again, it goes back to the best way to react to that is simply BKB and Even the Disc and Death Prophet's case, and that progress for Troll specifically, continuing to farm very well. The Battle Fury just about finished now as we look at some level 10 talents being picked up.
Yep, just almost all damage talents on everyone. No 12% match resist for DP this time. Goes 50 damage. They're going to need that damage in the mid game. Because Troll does not come on. You don't get a Battle Fury and then all of a sudden start fighting. You need a Battle Fury plus 1 item, so DP has to be the real playmaker.
Ooh, Ramses, Dendy missed the LSA initially, it seemed like. And Ramses actually running back game. Doom's there, he dooms him up. Roger coming in with a relocate though, with Pasha. On that Night Stalker, they're going for Dendy once again by LeBron Dota helping him out. The breath coming out. You see the Macropire put down, and Pasha has to respect that damage. He cannot fly on top of it. So the relocate out with Ramses is what Io does, and Pasha just simply runs away. So nobody ends up dying in that exchange right there, at least.
Pretty good play by VP. They committed Doom and a Laguna, and they don't even get 1 hero for it. But now they know all these cooldowns are down, so maybe they don't expect Navi to gank, and, well, they're going to find one. Can they get him, though?
Stuns are good, but when you're fast like that, they're not the easiest to land.
Look at this Chaos Knight. Already has the Echo Saber and Armlet. He can, if he gets a crit, he can pretty much two-shot the Disruptor or the IO. It's going to feel bad.
Yeah, we were talking about Troll's farm, but holy crap, Crystallize. He really is farming. Wow, nice job with the Courier right there, although it's still in trouble. One auto attack, they cannot find it.
Can't fight this.
Yeah, make it out.
Navi might be in trouble.
Darkness activated. Silence is up on CK. Doesn't have the Phantasm just yet. They're running him down. Static Storm coming out from solo on 3 different heroes. With that kinetic field, they lose it to Kiro. Crystallize has to main fight. That's not going to work, especially with the heals of no one. And the Exorcism. Low goes down as well. A 3 for nothing for Virtus.Pro. Double kill for the Death Prophet. And Dendy will just keep on running away, realizing it's a lost cause. Or he's trying to run out leads. They're hunting him down. They didn't have vision initially, but now they find him. Dendy did not realize they were going to be this close. Was just simply farming. He's silenced up, and a couple of auto attacks will do him in. Pasha gets the kill. And oh, they could get more. General is able to take on Io, but at what cost for him now? The Exorcism still working around the Crystal on top, and General with that pulse, doing so much damage, but not enough. Pasha with a triple kill. And the beeps coming out from Io.
That is actually classic VP. You take a 4-man fight that's in your favor while Ramsey's just down there. He just picked up his Battle Fury, and he's just farming. The fact you take those confident 4v5 team fights while he's farming is just insane. And look at that, already the mountain overcome. 3,000 gold lead to 2,000 on one side of it, and now Ramses, he's just been farming the bottom triangle plus the Radiant jungle as well.
That's I think the craziest thing, right? Is that Ramses really wasn't involved in pretty much all of that. So
he has an ulti, which is nice, of course.
Reality Rift, couldn't get it off the relocate in. Okay, don't know about that. Io gets picked up, Death Prophet now in trouble, and no one is very likely dead. Yeah, that was a miscue.
Yeah, it looked like Ramses actually had the juke. I think he was fine, but I think that he TP'd in. You saw the ulti from Crystallize. It was because he saw the IO TPing in already, so they just committed, and yeah, like you said, miscue from that. Whoever made that call right there.
But at the same time, again, if that Reality Rift actually connects and then they relocate in and try to, obviously different things can happen, but it simply didn't. We saw the juke happen, and by then it was just too late. So good capitalize from NaVi and Crystallize specifically.
There it is, Liz. 5 just solo pushing a tower now. His friends are going to come in. Look at LeBron is level 10. In general is level 10. That is a very high level Jakiro who gets the EXP gain now. So he was already out leveling his off-lane Leshrac. He's only going to soar even higher. Loves dance.
I love that disco pony, man. LeBron, yeah, he's going to keep on pushing though a little bit more. Why not? Before they actually show that they're going to react. And here they come. Speaking of a reaction, Solo's ready with the glimpse. Will he use it on? Looks like he's going to glimpse away to Kira at least. General's caught on that Leshrac, but that's a fast pony.
Yep, drums and wind life.
He's just going to dance away. So they finish Jakiro. Don't go too far, General. He does end up going down. Lena was coming over. Is actually enough, though, to take him out and not lose anyone in return. So Virtus.Pro, 2 kills for them going their way. This game has a lot of swing in it.
Yeah, you do. It just Navi keeps saying these little mistakes are staying in the enemy team's jungle a little too long when cooldowns and abilities are up, and then they try to run, but they just get picked off. And all the while, Ramses continues to farm. He's actually the top net worth now, and I'm interested to see. Okay, I was going to see if he wanted to go for the. I knew he was getting the Yasha first. Accelerates farm so quick, but do you want to go S and Y before BKB? But no, just Yasha into BKB, and that's when he can fight. So,
as you suggested, it's just too good this game. Every single hero has some kind of stun. And that BKB will no doubt be good. Middle tower, no one gets credit for that kill. He has a yields himself. Speaking of BKB, Chaos Knight also looking to go that Black King bar. So We'll have one on either side.
Yep, I think the big fight, it's going to be BKB picked up by Troll is going to mean they can do Roshan so easily, especially with those ghosts. I think that's going to be the next truly big fight, and I think we're just going to see no one try to make space. Just give Ramses that BKB. That's all he needs to do right now.
All the tier 1 towers, no, actually they haven't all been destroyed. The top one is actually still up on the side of NaVi, so I was going to say, where does Virtus.Pro really go? And the top tier 1 very likely could be that. You see a line drawn down the middle from Lil there, by the way, on NaVi's side, so maybe suggesting where they want to farm on their side of the map. But Roshan, that's a free Roshan, isn't it?
It sure looks like it. They can't really do anything to stop it, especially with the ghost committed and those fervor stacks already. Look at that. Overpower plus 3 max fervor stacks on Troll. Attacks so fast.
Smoke comes out immediately, and Pasha runs right into them. The silence up on Doom. Off the back, Chaos Knight realizes that may not be the best. That was a Death Prophet silence on multiple heroes.
Oh, nice.
Well, they retreated right there, so. But VP actually is going to run away.
Yeah, I like that. They go for one quick little kill. They know the ghosts are running out from DP. They're like, if we can get a kill, we can. They don't. They just all get back together. It was a nice play. Vlad's coming out from the Doom. Obviously, he just has armor problems. And versus VP, you just want the plus armor anyway.
No, nice silence though in response. However, the splitter connects. Laguna Blade, everything really going to be used on him. Night Stalker does go down. 400 gold going the way of Dendi actually, so very worth it for that kill. As you see there, Roger is going to manage to tether away. Yeah, Virtus.Pro got a little spread out at that point, and NaVi was able to find a pick as a result. Stalker.
3K, and this is the problem. This is just Ramses, right? He's 2,000 gold up on the enemy team carrying. You've been fighting with your team, and you're like, oh, I'm falling behind. But Ramses, they always do this. Just always pick 4 heroes who can fight while he's off farming, and then he gets his core items. It comes with him. But I like this. Pushing the tower. They know generals in the trees. He's just... Dude, he used to be able to do this at level 1. I remember there was a guy in the NA pubs who would just do it at level 1. You'd kill a tower like 2 minutes in by using Edict multiple times, and people are like, wait, that's just terrible. Thank goodness.
Well, worked out pretty well right there with the assistance of the team. Lil's hunting for somebody. No one in the area as we see, but doesn't know exactly where he is, so we'll push out the creep wave. The tower is getting very low. Death Prophet would love to finish it off, however. I don't know if no one's going to actually get the chance, as Lil will push it out. And now he's going for the deny on top of that. So looks like it's going to be yet another deny this game. We've seen several of those from both sides, actually.
Which is good. Just a lot of team gold denied.
You mentioned that Vlad's, yeah, really not an item we see often, but again, in this event, we've seen a couple of these teams where heavies on the auras, and of course Vlad's is actually a pretty good aura to have. It's just not your usual one that we'll see picked up.
Yeah, it's especially good with CK and his illusions too for the damage.
Death Prophet, we have our answer there. BKB is also coming out on her, so it is just too good of an item to pass up. And again, I wouldn't be surprised to see the even eventually out is. On top of that, top lane, Crystallize. He's going to put the stun on Io, having to run as the Phantasm Army actually wants to get the kill on him, but
Bash.
This was a relocate gig. Yeah, where are the bashes? Non-existent, it feels like. He's going to be out of his way, but no, the Static Storm comes out, and that is going to be the kill on him. Disruptor did go down, of course, as well, but very worth it for the cause. Lil TPing out. He don't know he will not get out. The Eels will stop him. Splitter, meanwhile, stun on. Actually, Ramses going down. The Aegis will be popped. Sounds currently active on Doom in the backlines. Doom falls. Lil, not much you can do about that. He's staying dead as well, but with the resurrection of Ramses, 3 versus 4. You do not want to fight this up your NaVi, but you don't have a choice if you're Jakiro, as he simply gets stunned and locked in place. Triple kill for no one. A nice transition into that tier 2 tower.
Yeah, but now you see the problem with drafting all these stuns, right? You dominate the lane phase. We saw him, right? NaVi was up like 10 kills. Now they're down 2 kills, multiple items, and this troll is pretty much unkillable now with the IO on his side. And that's always the problem. You love getting these stuns and you love getting these kills. Oh, sorry.
That's a little funky.
Chill up there.
Chiller for now. He has a tether in 4 seconds, so laughing peeps. I love this hero.
Gets out. I don't know. He's level 18 now. Level 3 ulti. They can pretty much, I mean, they control Roche, right? NaVi can't take Roche quick at all. Meanwhile, VP can take it in less than 5 seconds, so they could just wait for that to come up, or they just look for a pickoff and do a tier 2 again.
Yule's finished by Troll. Again, overall though, or not
Yule's
Troll,
on Troll.
Leshrac.
This guy's losing it.
Yep. Move speed, yo. No, on Leshrac, and But you do look at the net worth of Lashrak, it really isn't that good this game. Only 6,200, he's down there in the middle of the pack, he's got the drums, so he's another charge right there, by the way, but he's not going to find anyone with it. It's not been the most successfully farmed Lashrak, though, is the point, despite technically being a core.
Yeah, and he did great in the top lane, right? Like, he got the 2 kills, but then you saw Ramses just left the lane at like 5 minutes in. He just went and farmed by his bottom shrine, because he knew he couldn't lane up against this, but General never really rotated and followed him around. It was just the map movement on VP just a little bit better.
Io?
Glimmer Cape as well as the Urn.
Glimmer Cape's great against this team. That's almost, I would say, a necessary item to have, really. On a hero like Io especially, so makes a lot of sense there from Roger on that Io. What is this? Ramses. Talk about a good kill. Doom's up. Split Earth. I mean, he's dead. Yeah, that's 70 seconds. No buyback. Crystallized though. The other core on the other side. He's going to pop Phantasm, however, going for a turn. That was a relocate in. And now he's looking for the Night Stalker instead. Going to turn to beat him down. If he gets that kill, Reality Rift falling. Great job by Solo, though. With that Ghost Scepter staying alive for now. No one. Meanwhile, just has a suck up with the Siphon. Crystallized can't do much about the Static Storm Kinetic Field. As the BKB wears off and he ends up falling. He did take one person with him, though, unlike the Troll.
Yeah, gets that crit on the last hit to pick him up, but Ramses goes down the jungle, like, all right, that was just a free pickup, but then Crystallized farming by himself for the tier 2. That was a little ambitious there.
Yeah, especially as soon as they saw what happened, maybe think about falling back, but hindsight thing to say, of course. Lina, interesting. Ags is coming out, and when we talk about the BKBs, though, happening, I guess it does make sense, doesn't it?
Yep, it does. You have the burst damage still through the BKBs. Hopefully you can bring down that Death Prophet, but it's going to be tough. I just don't think he can kill the Troll, even when he's overpowered. Like, the Laguna still won't do, like, crazy amounts.
Yeah.
It's going to be all about this Wisp, and I'm sure Roger is one of the most capable.
He is farming the jungle sorts with no one right here. No one. That BKB is coming off cooldown. 2,100 gold saved up towards that Aeon Disc that she does have queued up. And to be fair, Death Prophet, don't think he's necessarily been that susceptible in these fights that have been happening. Of course, the Aeon Disc will just make it. And Kyle was kind of getting at that, especially now with that coming. You just don't even pay attention to that. You kind of just have to do your best to kill everyone around her, and then naturally, of course, should have killed her last, perhaps. But because it's just at a point once she finishes that item, especially with the BKB and an IO teammate, you just can't focus her.
Exactly, but you still have to commit to at least popping it early in the fight and then changing to other people, which can be tough, especially with that Yule's up.
And yeah, so it's like, what, are you going to Laguna Blade her off the bat just about? You don't want to do that, of course. So Solo counter warding, meanwhile using that kinetic field for vision, and they're going to push bottom lane as Virtus.Pro. Of course, they do have the battle trance and control if they want it.
Some free damage on tower. All right,
or is it Disruptor? He's got a glimpse. No, well, that worked to the great split Earth on them. Now the Static Storm Kinetic Field, however, is going to Yule, survive a little bit longer. Not enough, though. So it's initially a great split Earth, but didn't matter in the long run.
Yeah, and Doom just got his Doom back up, or else they might have been able to go in there. There's no going to.
Death Prophet doesn't have that Aeon Disc just yet, I believe, but the Ice Path Macropyre misses. They needed that to land to make a play. Disruptor's also going to be fine. Yeah, without that hitting, there's no chance for NaVi. In fact, now they're on the run of LeBron Dota. Adding insult to injury, he could be in trouble himself. Pac on top of him, Lil. They want to fight them. Crystallized comes up with the Phantasm, so maybe beating too much. They did get the kill. Night Stalker. Ramsey's getting low. The BKB's not even with that physical damage on Chaos. No, couldn't get a range of it. And now it goes back in, though, as the BKB is wearing off himself. But the back spot trap there and Crystallized. The other pulling at the last second. Not enough damage, though. Down goes Doom on top of that. And Dendy clips back through. The LSA going to completely whiff. And she goes down. The Ultra kill for no one. I mean, that was a close call on Ramses, but they reset and they win the fight.
Yep, and that was just all Roger right there with the positioning. Like you said, the Reality Rift almost got onto the Wisp. That could have turned it around, but nope. Can't get it, and it looked like a good turnaround right there. They get Pasha, and then unfortunately the Roger's just dancing on you. And it was a BKB versus BKB, CK versus Troll with Battle Fear. You know who's gonna win that. Troll's gonna win that every time.
And that tower easily killed off there. The core's gonna go for more.
And you don't want to buy back, like
so
you have
close.
to though. You know,
17 seconds, 23 seconds. Yeah, you're at that spot. It's like, I don't want to buy back, but you're going to lose your racks if you don't, it feels like. Well, tier 3, okay, well, tier 3 is actually going to live. Oh, the miss, so no. That just didn't.
I think it's fine. They would have gotten anyways. Just deny the team gold. I know shrines are quote-unquote, they're able to get killed now, but it would have happened in the next 20 seconds anyways, so.
All right, so.
Just deny the gold.
They don't buy back. That's a good thing, at least other than LeBron. Did, I mean, that's whatever.
And LeBron, it feels like he's trying to do too much, right? You saw that ice path middle, but he just, he didn't hit anyone, right? You just sometimes just don't go for it. Just hit the one hero, set up the fight.
That's right. You got to think how much different that fight is, right? Because that was on Death Prophet, and you probably kill her, and then who knows what would happen. But yeah, shrug it off like you said. It happened. Move on.
I saw the Lincolns on Troll right there.
Gonna bring out.
Obviously, you have a BKB, right? The only thing that's going to be able to go through that is the Laguna Blade, so it's the only thing you can block or Doom. Doom or Laguna, and you're blocking one of those if you're BKB. Feels good.
I don't think Doom's looking to Doom the Troll, really, so.
Probably not, but sometimes you just freak out and you Doom Troll anyways.
It could happen. Bottom push, lean up. Speaking of that axe, actually doesn't have it yet. It's getting very close. So Night Stalker leading the way here and working on a Crimson Guard as he has the Vanguard finished. They're looking for somebody. May just go in for Lena if she goes a little too far out. Doesn't seem like that's the case though, but as we see, Virtus.Pro is so close to finding a jump. Okay, Lena just bought the axe. That means she doesn't have a buyback though. Keep that in mind here.
Thing they just, I don't know what you do. You have to just stay in your base really, and then you're just gonna have a free Aegis when it's back. Ramses has just killed your shrine anyways. VP's just in complete control. I don't know where like NaVi goes from here. It's so hard. You can't really farm your jungle either. You see the counter wards from Dire bottom just completely cleared up the jungle of Radiant wards.
Yeah, Solo has definitely been considered one of the better, not only 5 support players in general across the world, but one of the bigger reasons for that, of course, the vision game that he gives his team, and continuing to do an impressive job here. Lena's also that, level 20 is a huge power spike for her, and currently only level 18, so still needs a couple levels before that Fiery Soul kicks in a little bit more.
And you see this vision game, right? The IO grants Scepter on the Night Stalker, so they have the vision completely around him.
Oh, good point, yeah.
Super nice. You see that? I love looking at the menu. You see that ball move.
Ball of vision, and they're going to get the glimpse on Lil with it. The kinetic field will miss, but they still should be able to run him down. And you also see, who is it? That's Disruptor kind of zoning out as well, more so Death Prophet. Disruptor's going to be pulled in. Great goes after that once again. Crystallize. We're going to trace off in the Phantom on the 4 illusions, but Crystallize, he's in danger himself despite the BKB. The backfire really not doing much. Crystallize is on the run this whole fight. Ramses gets the back rock that he's looking for. He kills the Chaos Knight, who does have a buyback. Doom's already bought back. LeBron, not the same story. He's dead for 50. Lena keeping her distance, as we mentioned. She would not have one if she goes down here.
Yep, and then I love that was all just giving the Night Stalker that Aghanims, and they get the easy glimpse. Night Stalker at nighttime with glimpse. Oh my goodness.
You're so right. Level 15 IO. Such a clutch moment here for Virtus.Pro with that talent. And that's a great hero to have it on, because other heroes, with that axe effect, they need to use a specific ability most of the time.
Yep,
it just literally is a passive for him anyway, so that synergy is fantastic.
Especially because Night Slayers never get it anymore either, so it's pretty much just a free item on him for no reason. And now, see you later. That's going to be a free Roshan. And they can probably just end the game. They might wait for Ghosts again from Death Prophet. They don't have to. They really don't, but maybe they'll agree with me. Looks like they still want to play aggressively. Bottom's pushed out. If NaVi doesn't see anyone go clear out bottom, they know something's up, because it is pushing in their favor now.
So some sort of line drawn down there. NaVi, though, just, again, hugging their base. Not seeing anything just yet. And you have Ramses pushing out the top lane, so yeah, probably a decent idea that if they really move out of the base, perhaps a smoke-in could be happening. Gotta be really careful. Troll has a Manta style coming. I mean, I'm guessing he has the buyback too on top of that. With 3,100 gold saved up, IO with the cheese, of course, in his inventory. And yeah, obviously, of course, Virtus.Pro is in a spot of let's just choke out NaVi now. 18,000 net worth lead. And you see that net worth again. NaVi had even the early lead in about that 17-18 minute or so, and it's just been all downhill since then.
Yep, you see it. Oh, you had fun with your stuns at about 15 minutes in, but no longer. We have 2 BKBs, we have multiple hoods, and we have the vision game over you.
Yeah, the vision game, and goes back to the whole, especially now with the Ags effect on Night Stalker, of course. That's going to be big. Leshrac is working on a Bloodstone. That's still pretty far off, though. Only 1,700 gold saved up with a point booster.
It's not really going to do anything at this point. That's the problem. But Leshrac, if Leshrac doesn't snowball, it just doesn't feel like here. And that's why you see a lot of teams like to put it on support instead of core, because if you don't snowball, you just end up not being useless, but what does a Bloodstone do here at 40 minutes in?
Couple other big items coming out. Shiva's and Manta finished, actually, on Trolls mentioned. Yeah, Shiva's there on Death Prophet.
Yeah, look at the net worth, by the way. 23,000, then 18,000, and then 13,000.
That's
like,
quite
it's just
the drop.
so far above. It's
holy crap.
insane.
And that's not surprising for Virtus.Pro's lineup. I mean, this is kind of a 3 protect 2 strategy in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Not often we say that, but that's really what it is. With the Death Prophet and the Troll, you got the IO Disruptor, Night Sucker supporting cast, and you have a Troll now beating down your tower with Exorcism assistance. Means you need to get the hell back.
They're going to try, but I just don't even know you start this fight.
No, fortifications, of course, already down. They try right there. Kinetic Bill will kind of zone them out. See Ramsey's going range. Lincoln's was popped there. Not exactly sure from what, but something got it off. There's a split earth attempt, but they're just keeping their distance. They easily get the Manthrax kill. Exorcism doing its work, but now they're like, all right, let's run in. Siphon. Jakiro, he's probably dead. Oh man, LeBron will barely see alive. The glimpse, but it doesn't really matter. He just holds up a nice path. They got what they came for. And another Lincoln's proc where he just keeps on running. So that's yet another, in this case, a set of racks at the bottom, of course, the middle. They got one of them as well. 35 minutes in, Virtus.Pro. And I think that right there really shows, especially when you compare it to their first 2 series, that they are here to not mess around.
Yeah, I mean, if the Death Prophet wanted, you just stay one more second, you will get the kill on LeBron. You might die yourself. There's no reason to risk it. You just took a Rax. You've already taken middle. That's just, pardon me, perfect play by VP. And you can't start the fight. Like NaVi, I was wondering, like, how do they start this fight? You can't. Like, what do? You crystallize going in is your best attempt at starting a fight. You don't want crystallize going in. He's your only damage at this point.
Well, Divine Rapier queued up on Dendy. They're just in that spot, they feel like, and understandably so. It's, they gotta just go all in a sense.
Yeah, the Divine Rapier after you get agged. So you're already not building like the typical, I'm gonna do damage and you have to. That's the problem.
They said it was a great idea, but
they just don't have the comeback mechanic.
And they're trying to, they got Crystallize actually possibly could be pinned. That's a huge army he's got with him, but no one. He pops his own BKB. Static Storm is put down. Crystallize runs out of it. As that BKB's active, but Dendy's not doing anything. He's just trying to run away. The Doom is up on Death Prophet, but again, is that really going to matter? In fact, the Eon just proc goes off. Disruptor will barely die himself. General in that bad spot to do so, however. So buyback from Disruptor. They've already killed off Crystallize. In the midst of the fight, looks like Jakiro does get picked off as well. And now Ramsey's, he's running after that Leshrac. The Silence is up, the Whirling Blades, and a double kill for Troll throughout it. So it just never really got going for NaVi there in that fight.
Have a little humility and all chat by General.
Oh, did he actually ult?
Yeah, I think they have. Now they're just going to try to end the game here. I mean, Troll can just solo take your base in less than like a second here. Fire goes down, but won't mean anything.
What is that going to do? They do not have really much damage at this point in the game, especially. Crystallize is pretty much all the physical damage, it's safe to say. So, that's an easy Rax kill, it feels like, in Virtus.Pro looking to finish the job here in game number 1. Doom, Lil, he doesn't want it to be so. He's still in the front line, but Ramsey's running after Lena. Gets a back proc off the bat and will beat her down. She buys back immediately, so again, NaVi on their last foot here. Standing strong, trying to still make a comeback.
It's not looking good. This VP level 25 with the goats. Oh, you see, there's the Aghanim. Still not enough, and good game called. Yep. And I think that's pretty much how the game, I mean, if 2 teams of equal skill level are going to play like that, I mean, VP clearly a better, you know what's going to happen. You have all the stuns on Navi's side. You're going to do very well in the laning phase and early game. You saw even Ramsey's got shoved out of top, but he just went to the jungle, went to bottom lane. It was fine, and after all those stuns, you get BKBs, and they couldn't do, right when those BKBs come up, they could do nothing.
It really, those lineups did tell a perfect story in a lot of ways. You know, again, you take out the teams completely